Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome back with Mama TWEEZY. Let's talk about it. So today, we have Tish. So I'm going to let Tish introduce herself, right? We want to know, where are you from, Tish, right? We want to know, are you married, single, divorced, girl? You have any kids? Let's talk about it. And then I want you guys to go ahead, subscribe. You know what to do. Like, yep. And please leave them comments. And also, don't forget to share. Please. Thank you. We were supposed to go live. Sorry, I do apologize. Couldn't do it. We'll be able to do it another date. But we're just going to go ahead and wing this video and we're going to put it out there. So what you see today is what you're going to get. You know, Mama TWEEZY is always about keeping it real, being who you are, and express yourself to the best of your ability of who you are. So, Tish, with that being said, what do you want to tell the people today about yourself?
Well, obviously, my name is Tish. And I am divorced ×2.
Okay.
I'm from a small town. It's a very small town.
Okay.
In North Georgia.
And I do apologize, y'all. We are eating today. We have some wings. So we're going to go ahead and get this mud banging and eating and talking and chatting and, just keeping it real. All right. Now back to what you were saying.
Yeah. So from a small town in North Georgia, I got children.
Okay, we have babies. Yeah. Okay. I mean, not babies. They're not arm babies, right?
Oh, no.
All right. Okay. All right.
They're like half grown.
Okay,
they can do their own thing, basically. So.
Okay, that's good. That's what's up. And so let me ask, I don't know if you want to tell your age or tell like a roundabout. Don't give exact. Like you in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. What are you?
I'm in my mid-30s.
Okay.
Yep.
Mid-30s?
Mid-30s.
Fellas. Okay, so are you single?
I am.
She is single, fellas.
I'm single.
She's single.
Crazy.
And she says she's crazy. She's not crazy, but she's a beautiful woman, right? Guys, I know y'all agree with me. Go ahead, drop that comment. Guys, go ahead, inbox me. I know y'all want to know about her more. Sure. Okay. All right, so let's get this party started. I always like to just jump right into my questions.
Go for it.
And y'all know I'm old school, so I still have my paper. Thank you. So the first question I want to ask Tish, let's talk about dating.
Oh, let's talk about dating.
Okay, let's talk about it, girl.
What you want to know?
Okay, so you divorced twice, two times. Okay, so now you're back on the scene, right? And we're going to put her information down below, right? Because she has TikTok, we have Instagram, but we'll make sure we go ahead and get that information where you can, follow her. And she's starting YouTube, so we're going to get that to you as well. So let's talk about dating.
Okay.
All right, single, divorced.
Yep.
Are you dating?
I'm trying to.
Okay, trying to.
But it is hard.
So where do you normally meet guys? Like, I mean,
nowadays, like, it's all on, like, digital platforms, like
social media.
Like, I've met people from Facebook. Like, I've met people from dating apps. And
Okay.
I don't know how to meet people anymore. Like, you can't just. I guess you could just go out to a bar, but I don't really want to meet somebody in a bar.
Okay, so with online dating, let's talk about that. Okay. So you put yourself out there, they hit you in the inbox, and so what these guys be saying that you're not booed up yet? Because you are a beautiful young woman, and not to have a man, Tish, come on, man. She's a sweetie pie. She really is. So tell me, what's the problem? Let's talk about these guys.
Well, most of them are very nice. Most of them are very respectful.
Okay.
They'll usually just say like, hey, I saw your picture and I just want to tell you you're very pretty. That's usually what they open with.
Okay.
And that's cool. And I'm just like, thank you. And if they want to continue their conversation, fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. But does it go beyond that?
Yeah, it does. Like some will just continue to talk. Like I've met some really good, friends from things like this. So it's not all
bad.
No, it's not. So
y'all, food jumping out my mouth. Sorry, these wings are good and I'm hungry. Okay.
Oh,
are they good? I have. Oh my God, this honey garlic, and then she has hot with lemon pepper. Never had it, but this.
Do it. I promise.
Oh my God, all flats. Y'all flat people, y'all understand what I'm talking about. Extra crispy. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
So as far as being married and divorced, let the people know when you call it quits. Like, how do you know when to call it quits? Like being married and it go to the left, it goes bad. How did you know it was that time to call it quits?
Okay, so for the first one, I'll just give a little background on that one too.
Okay, let's talk about it.
My first husband was the guy that I dated in high school.
Okay.
Basically, high school sweethearts. Like,
How long did y'all date? In high school.
We dated, I think we met his senior year and my junior year.
Okay.
So we were together, and then when about 3 years later we got married.
Okay.
Then we had kids, and I don't know, like it just kind of fell apart. Like we argued all the time, and it was just, he wasn't happy, I wasn't happy. So if we're not happy, like the kids aren't happy.
Right.
So like I couldn't do it anymore.
Wow.
You know, it just got to a point where I think we were both miserable.
So how long were you married?
We were together about 10 years. So we were dating, I guess, for like 3. And then we were married for like 7-ish.
Okay.
It was roughly about 10 years.
Okay. So after you got to the point you're saying, okay, this is just not working, you're not miserable, it's time to just walk away and just free each other.
Yeah.
And it's a mutual thing. So do y'all still cordial?
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, it wasn't a mutual thing.
Okay.
Because
You didn't want to walk away or he didn't?
he didn't want to walk away.
You're beautiful. I'm sure he didn't want to. Okay.
And I understand. I
Okay.
understand. Like, he's a really, like, loving guy. Like, he when he loves, like, he loves hard.
Okay.
And I think deep down he knew, like, he wasn't happy and it just needed to end, but he wasn't ready to let it go.
Okay.
And it was fine. It was rough for a couple of years, not gonna lie. Like,
You mean letting it go rough, or just at that point where you was trying to decide to let it go?
Just letting it go.
Okay.
Like, I'd already decided to let it go, and, you know, I don't know, we were all miserable, so it just got to that point where it just wasn't working anymore.
Okay, so you decided to let it go. Okay, now starting over after that, you had kids now, having to start over. I'm sure it was hard. I know, because I've been there. So, okay, it's never easy letting go. So you're going through so many different things. Because love, guys, is a drug. Do you hear me? It's worse than crack, meth, mixed together with a little acid and all of that, right? It's a drug. It's a serious drug. And so when you love somebody and you hurt because it's just a mutual thing, it's nothing like really major. It's just, we're just two people that just don't get along.
That's
right?
basically what he and I's relationship came down to. Like, we just, like, he changed, I changed, so we just weren't, like, compatible anymore.
Okay, so that being said, excuse me, let's address this. Because I believe, my belief, right? Because, it's all about my truth. Do you believe that we elevate to different levels in stages in our lives in marriages? Right? Like, because when you meet, you have no kids, and then you have babies, so that's a different level. And then now we have kids. Now we on a whole nother level than when we was in high school to now where we are, and now we have kids. And then, so do you think that it's something that could have been said or done to save that marriage? Just asking.
No, I don't think so. I think by, like you were saying, like, you elevate, you change, you evolve. Not just in a marriage, but just throughout your life period.
As a person.
Yeah. So it's like, and this is just how I felt.
Okay.
I don't know how he felt.
Okay, we can only talk about us,
Right. So, like, for me, and, nothing against him at all, because he's a really nice guy. But I felt like that I was growing. Like,
evolving.
leveling up. Like, just, I don't know, you just kind of do that as you get older. But
Right.
And I felt like he wasn't. Like,
Okay.
I felt kind of like he was still hanging on to that high school whirlwind romance type of thing.
So you think he was comfortable, had settled in, and he was in cruise control in that one level.
Yeah.
And when the babies came along, he didn't understand that, okay, this is a different level.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I know he knew that he had to, of course, you know, work, take care of his family, you know, provide for his kids, and he did all that. But
Okay.
it's just like I felt like he was just kind of stuck when we were younger and still kind of wanted that version of me. Not that he didn't want the version of me as a mom, but the version of me, how we were when we first got together.
Right, because, let me say this, guys. I believe, right, that when we meet people and years go by and we're still together and life changes, we have to evolve with life. Right? And that's with the children. That's with getting older. That's with, okay, yeah, I used to party in club every weekend, but now we can't do that. So we're going to have to change this, right?
Yeah.
And now we're going to elevate to the next level. Let me break it down what I'm saying. That, okay, we're not going to clubs anymore. As a family, as a whole, we're hanging out in parks. Right? We're going to family trips to Disney World, Disney, wherever, right? With the family or Six Flags or wherever it is. And so as a whole, as a group, as a couple, with family, we have to mature to that level.
Right.
So do you believe a lot of times in relationships in general, male and female, that we don't mature to that next level to keep the relationship together?
Like, you mean like at the same time?
Right.
Yeah. No, I think.
Or just one does and one doesn't.
In this case, I think it was just one does and one doesn't. Like I
Okay.
said, it wasn't anything, you know, it's not anything negative or derogatory
Right.
towards him.
No,
It's just-
not at all.
It's just how I felt like I was progressing and he wasn't.
Okay.
So for us, no, we did not elevate at the same time.
Okay. So then you
He
moved on.
eventually did,
But you was out of the picture.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's cool.
Yeah, and then you moved on. Then you met Mr. Hottie, too. I'm assuming, you know, I want to give a man the benefit of the doubt.
Let's not do that.
Okay, let's talk about it then.
Let's talk about it.
Mama TWEEZY, let's talk about it. So what happened? It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Okay, let's get in. Let's get in. Uh-huh.
Truth be told, and some of y'all may frown upon this, but
It's okay.
I
'Cause
don't care.
it's your truth, honey. It's your truth.
So, me and the first husband,
Okay.
husband A, were separated. We had filed our paperwork and everything. He had already moved out
Okay.
and everything. And this guy, husband number 2, messages me on Facebook. This is where I was coming into saying, like, I meet people on Facebook.
Okay.
Well, he messaged me, and I knew who he was because I had, you know, met him in a. He used to come to my place where I work. He was a customer, and that's where I initially knew him from.
Now, was the divorce final or just separated?
We were separated. It was not final yet.
Okay, but had filed.
Had filed everything.
Okay.
Legality-wise, it was not completed.
Okay, but y'all have both moved on, living
Yeah.
in separate households.
He was seeing other people. I was seeing
Okay,
other people.
I just wanted that to be clarified, you know.
Disclaimed.
Yeah, please. Okay, so moved on.
Yeah, so, like, we got together, and we talked, and, like, everything was great, and he was different. He was exciting. He was new. He wasn't from Georgia. He wasn't from the town I grew up in.
Okay.
So it was just exciting. It was new, and I thought I had hit the lottery.
Oh.
And for the first few months, it was like that.
Y'all, she had a wolf in sheep clothing, sound like it, but let's talk about it. Go ahead.
So, okay. How deep you want me to go in this? Because
We don't have to go too deep. Just hit the surface
I
because
just
we're going to keep
I
it
don't
moving.
wanna, like, because the other person that was involved is still involved, and I don't want to.
Yeah, we're not trying to
Okay,
hurt nobody,
so-
you know. We just want to just
I
kind of
just
hit the
didn't want
surface.
to put her part.
Oh,
in
no,
it.
we don't have to. No.
Okay, so, like, everything was great, and then, like, we would fight and argue. Like, I had moved my stuff down there. Like, he wanted me to move in with him, and, like, all this stuff. So I was like, okay, you know, we seem to be vibing. We seem to be working out. Like, everything's cool. Well, I move in, And like stuff changes. Like it changed. And
So let me interrupt.
Okay.
So in hindsight, right? You look back now, knowing what you know now, compared to what was going on then.
Right.
Do you feel, because ladies, I believe the signs are always there.
Really
I know I've been in situations that the signs were there. I was just like maybe thirsty a little bit. I don't know. I
was blind.
Yeah, sometimes we're blind because they give us one thing. And if we have lack of experience with dating, it's like, oh my God, we're so naive. He's so nice, he's so sweet, and we just go for it, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes women, we are so sincere about what we're saying, right? Understanding that guys and women speak totally two different languages. I know that now. But so do you believe that you look back on it that you moved too fast on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to put that out there. Okay. All right.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So, like I said, like we were arguing, and anytime that we would argue, he would make me leave, like pack all my stuff up and make me leave. Okay, so where I moved to was like an hour and a half from my hometown, like where my mom and stuff lives. And like he would make me leave, I would leave, like, okay, I'm done, got my crap, I'm leaving, you know. And then he'd be like, a few days later, oh baby, come back, I'm sorry. And he would talk his smooth little talk, and my stupid self would believe it. And then I would go back. Well, this continued for 6 years.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let's hit the brakes. Girl, I almost swallowed this chicken bone off of that one. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, 6 years. Let's talk about it. Why? Did you deal with some form of insecurities? As women, we do. We get comfortable in situations. We think with our hearts instead of truth, okay? Instead of fact. Facts change. LeBron James used to play for the Heat.
Right.
Now he plays for the Lakers. Truth. An orange is an orange, regardless. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's still an orange, right?
Yep.
So that's truth. Truth is you were comfortable, complacent. And a lot of times we get that way. And we really care for these men, but they don't treat us right. And we hang in there. So why did you stay for 6 years? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't think I would say that I was comfortable, because I was very uncomfortable.
I disagree. You couldn't have been uncomfortable and stayed for 6 years.
No, I was uncomfortable. But what my issue was I had it in my head that I hated my hometown. I did not want to go back, and I would do anything not to have to go back there.
Okay, so you had your motives of why you were staying, but in the process of it,
and I was scared, like scared because I knew I was gonna have to, you know, what was I gonna do for work? Because I worked down there.
Okay.
And I didn't want to have to drive that far to go to work.
Comfortable. That's what happens. Sometimes we
Uncomfortably comfortable.
There you go.
That's
like, I know that I'm not happy where I am, but I choose for my own personal motives to stay here and tolerate this. You know what, ladies? We got to stop. Like, serious. Like, when you look at yourself, no matter what you feel or your own insecurities, right? Because we all have them as women, right? You have to value yourself a little more than that, to know that, you know what? I love me.
I learned that.
I'm so proud of you. Thanks for giving me a hug. I'm proud.
I learned it.
I'm so proud of her because it takes a lot to learn that.
Yeah, and you know, I did it for 6 years, and you know, I know a lot of women say that that their ex-partner was a narcissist, but when I tell you this dude was a narcissist, is a narcissist, the mental abuse, the mental manipulation, the lying, the sneakiness, the me always feeling like I had to walk around on eggshells like all the time. I never knew what kind of mood he was going to be in when I got home. The way he treated me, I know, was unacceptable.
Girl, you about to make me drop a tear. Like, I've been there.
Right.
I know, right?
And I'm still struggling with trust issues and abandonment issues.
Wow.
And it's not that I don't think that I'm enough, because I know what I am.
Right,
but it's like when you have that repetitive cycle going on for so long,
It keeps repeating itself.
it repeats itself, and it plays out in every single relationship
It
or
does.
dating relationship
It
that I
does.
get into. So you want to know why I'm still single? That's fine.
Okay, so that's a good reason. So let me say this. It's
I
not.
don't want to be.
It's nothing wrong with stopping for a minute after this type of trauma, because it is trauma, right? Mind, body, soul abuse is trauma. We need to stop, regroup, heal, and then define who we are as an individual person before we want to give that to somebody else. Because we all have bags, we all have drama, we all have a history, right? Regardless if it's molestation, rape, abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, it's there, it's out there, ladies, it's out there, guys. It's just only you can fix you. I can want the best for you, but you gotta want the best for yourself. Believe me, I know. I done did it over and over and over. I got tired of being abusive to myself.
Yes.
More or less than somebody else being abusive.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
you stay single for a period of time. Then you moved on from that situation. Right? So where are we now? We back on the scene, single.
Yep. I'm single.
Yes.
Single, and I don't want to be single. It's not that I need somebody, because I can take care of myself.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm fine.
Right.
Pay my own bills.
Yes.
Do all that crap you're supposed
Yes.
to do as an adult.
Yes.
But I want somebody around. Like, I'm lonely.
It's not that. Let me say this.
It's human nature to have a companion.
Yeah, God said man should not live alone. So my thing is, we all need someone special, significant, your go-to person. And I'm not saying just, your friends. Relationships, I still believe that you have to develop some form of friendship. I really believe friendship is really important. It goes a long way, right? When you can sit around and laugh and joke and talk about certain things and that person don't get offended.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes you date people, honey, they be hating on you. They just as jealous of your happiness and your peace. Keep it moving, ladies. If you got a man like that, look.
Yes.
Please. Okay, Chris Brown, we gonna throw them deuces up at him. Yes. You have to keep it moving. And so it's okay to be single. I just believe patience, the right one to come along. So how are you putting it out there? Online dating.
Yeah.
She get a lot of inboxes. Y'all be amazed. Look, guys, stay out of her DM, please. Please. If you're not coming with the truth, sincerity, stay out of her DM.
Listen, don't hit me up and be like, "Ooh, I like you. I want to get to know you." And then like 2 days later, no.
You don't hear from them.
And that's fine. Like, if you don't want me, that's fine. But just say it.
Yeah. But, let me say this. Self-love is the best love.
It is the best love.
Uh-huh. And after that is, when you know who you are, it's just certain things you just don't tolerate. I'm blessed with the spirit of bye-bye, baby. I am. I would throw a deuce up at you so quickly. Oh, my God. I have to check myself sometime. Man, these dudes, no.
And not to put all the blame on guys, because females do it too.
Yeah, we do.
Like,
girl.
just for girls to sit back and say, "Oh, it's guys suck," whatever.
Not all of them.
All of y'all are not terrible.
No. You have some really good guys out there. I have to say that. You have some crazy women out there too.
I'm crazy, but I'm sweet.
Yeah. Oop. How you do that? I'm with her. I say it's your percentage of crazy. Are you 80-20? 80 sane, 20 crazy? Yeah, I can deal with a guy like that.
Yeah.
But if you like opposite, 80 crazy and 20 sane, no. We're not talking. No.
I'm more sweet. Like,
we all have something in us. Let me say this. We all have something that people push and push and push and push, and they asking for it. It's like poking a bear with a knife, not a finger. If you keep poking long enough, you're going to get what you're asking for.
I'm going to go off on you.
Right. And that's
I
normal,
won't say
though.
I'm sorry.
No, that's normal for anybody. But you have really great people, men and female, who get mistreated and abused verbally, and physical for some. It's just crazy that It's out there. It is.
It's out there.
Yeah. So let's hit another question. I'm sorry, y'all. We going on and on. But I like talking to her. She's so sweet. Okay, next question. What has been your biggest challenge in life?
In life?
In life.
Ooh. Probably struggling with my own mental health.
Okay. Let's
Like,
talk about it.
Honestly, like, you know, finances and whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, like for me, it's really just been my mental health.
Okay. Depression?
Depression, anxiety,
Okay.
recently ADHD
Okay.
or ADD.
It's real.
Most of it's depression because it'll come and it'll go. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not.
Okay, so why do you feel that? Is it any particular thing that placed you in a place of depression, or what is it? Like, what do you think the core thing of your depression?
I don't know. Like, I guess when I first realized that something was probably, I don't want to say wrong because I don't like to term it that way, but I had one of my good friends pass away when I was in high school.
Okay.
And that, I think, was like the catalyst.
It put the car in drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because that was like the first person that I was really close to that passed away.
Oh, wow.
So it just, I guess it stemmed from that. But then, you know, I don't know, like my dad wasn't in my life really. And
Okay.
just, I don't know.
Yeah, you do know because you're telling me. Like, let me say this.
Words.
You do know because you're telling me. It was started to put the car in drive. You were
Yeah.
fine. Your friend died.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the second thing, right,
And-
to speed the car up, Daddy wasn't really there.
Right.
Okay. Like you felt that he needed to be, right?
Yeah. And,
Okay.
you know, so I basically, my mom worked, you know, 3 or 4 jobs just to take care of me.
Okay.
So she was there, but of course she was, you know, she was working. So I was on my own a lot.
Okay.
Which, you know, she did what she had to do. And it,
Yeah.
you know,
Hats off to the mama.
Yeah.
I did what I had to do.
yeah, so like when I met my kid's dad in high school, my first marriage, like
Oh, excuse me.
after we got married and everything, you know, and the kids came along, like when I had Kennedy, which is my youngest one, I suffered from really, really bad postpartum depression.
Oh, wow.
Like to the point where I was on 2 different medications and I didn't care to live anymore, if you want to know the truth about it. Like I didn't.
Okay, guys.
did not
We're
want
going to hit
to.
the brakes there. Depression. Let's talk about it. It's real. I said it, I think, on all my videos. Like, it is really real that we are hurting. We don't talk about it. We hold on to it. We have no outlet.
Oh, that's another thing.
We don't want to go to counseling. And it's like a steam pipe, right? Excuse me. If you don't release and it builds up and builds up and build up, it pops.
That's the thing too. Like you know, when I was younger, you know, elementary school, middle school, high school, like, you know, when stuff would bother me, I would keep it in. I would hold it in. I wouldn't say anything, and then, you know, wrong word, wrong tone, wrong day, somebody says something to
They gonna
me,
get it.
and they got it, and they're like, well, where did that come from? And it's just craziness, and you're just spitting out like all this stuff that you're frustrated about, and none of it makes sense because it's been in there forever. But it's like when you get it out, like you're good for a while. And, you know, that was a struggle of mine, being able to just say how I feel when I feel it. And I do that now. Like I don't hold anything in.
Let me tell you,
Nothing.
it's good to get it out.
It feels good.
I think sometimes it's the deliverance that people have problems with.
Yeah.
And I try to respect people and treat people like I want to be treated. And I try not to let it build up to get to the point that you about to get all the words that are not in the Bible. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know? So it's good to be able to just let it go.
I mean, I had to learn that.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't something that I just did. And honestly, I probably learned it last year.
Let me tell you, guess what?
2 years ago.
Love, you learned it. Some people still don't know. So it's better when you can say, I had a problem. I found out how to deal with it. And now I do. Regardless of what time, 20, 30 years, girl, you're doing it.
I am doing it.
And I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I've been knowing her for a while. She's a sweetheart. I'm just saying, you never too late to learn. Only time is too late when you eating them dirt biscuits, drinking that root tea, and you 6 feet under. Yeah, it's too late then, right? So get it while y'all got breath, right? Walk in love, man. Like, it don't have to be so cruel. It doesn't. Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. We all have issues and things are going on, and you got the COVID and you got this race thing going. It's just a lot, right? It's a lot going on, and people just build up, and you're sitting in your house, you're locked in, and you just explode on people. But find an outlet. Yoga, TikTok, running, praying, reading, whatever it is. Find something that makes you smile.
I mean, I had to. Like, for me, like, I just got tired of being that way.
Were you
like,
angry all the time?
I was irritated with myself because I just wasn't happy and I couldn't figure out why.
Okay.
Like, I kept, I had all these friends in high school. I was a cheerleader. I was, I hung out with, like, the in crowd, and, I had all this stuff. I had a husband. I had kids. Like, all this stuff that people want. And it really honestly wasn't until my second divorce when I figured out, I can't find, nobody else is going to be able to make me happy the way I want to be happy.
You have to make yourself
happy. And I
happy.
had to, I was reading books. I was listening to, self-love stuff on YouTube and just trying to figure it out. Yeah. And once I finally figured it out, I'm like, oh, it's me. Like, I'm the only person that can do that. I still struggle with it. I'm always like, sometimes. But, at the end of the day, I am very content with who I am now. And that in itself makes me happy.
It makes me happy.
Because I wasn't like that. I was like, people were afraid to approach me because they thought I was mad or...
A little firecracker, y'all.
But no, I'm really sweet.
She really is, but you was being a firecracker.
I was.
Yes.
I didn't mean it.
You didn't. And that's the best part about knowing who you are, right? Once you define who you are, you got to soul search. You got to go deep down in there to say, what is what? Why is this happening? Why do I act this way? Why am I making the same choices? I had to dig deep in myself. Like, I was doing some crazy stuff. I can't say what I really want to say. That other word, y'all know what I'm trying to say, but I was doing that, right? And I had to say, look, girl, stop beating your head against the wall, because that's what it's like. You keep doing the same dumb stuff over and over. It's like you just head banging, like on the wall, like a concrete wall.
The definition of insanity is
doing the same thing over.
Expecting a different outcome. Okay, so obviously what I was doing was not working. So I changed it. And, I found the video. I was scrolling through YouTube, just scrolling. And never have I ever watched videos on like self-love or manifestation or anything like that. And this video was in my suggested for you feed or whatever it is.
Wow.
And I was like, what is this? So I clicked it. Well, then I kept clicking different videos and it was just like a rabbit hole. And I was like, I was meant to see this.
Yeah. So are you spiritual?
I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual. Like, I work on myself. I work on, mental health. I work on all that stuff for me. But I believe, there is a higher power. There's something else out there.
Do you believe in God? Oh, here we go. Put on y'all seatbelts, girl and guys. Okay. I'm just asking.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to put it.
Okay.
Like, I do believe that there is a higher power. I don't know that I want to personify that higher power.
Like Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me to accept that I'm supposed to believe a certain book.
Okay.
Because somebody
the Bible
told me to.
Okay.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
But the this is kind of maybe contradictory too, but like the way I believe is that there is a higher power.
Okay.
That higher power basically is within yourself, because in the Bible, I do know this, it states in there somewhere that God is within you.
Right.
So that's why I said it's contradictory, because I'm like,
Well,
but I don't, like I said, I don't personify.
Okay,
it.
yeah, because he said when you say born again, you put off the old man and put on the new man, which is Christ Jesus, who lives and resides on the inside of you. It's the scripture, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you give your life to Christ. So that's being born again, saved, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, and I believe that people have different beliefs, right? I don't judge people according to their belief. I believe there's a God. I believe in the Son and the Holy Spirit. I do believe that works for my life, right? I don't try to force feed people my belief. Now, if we want to talk about it, we can talk about it, right? I don't argue about it. I don't debate about it. I'm not going to do that with people. But I know there is a God. And I can say that boldly because I know it had to be a God to keep me alive when I had a gun put to my head, loaded, and the trigger was pulled and it didn't go off, right? I know it had to be a God to intervene, right? That wasn't nothing in me. That had to be something out of me to stop that from happening. Right?
Yeah.
So again, that's my belief because of my experiences, right? I know having 5 kids, being a single mom, I know it had to be a God to keep food on my table. We never lived in the projects. We always lived good and nice, right? I worked a lot, but I know it had to be a God to provide for me.
Because everything always works out regardless.
Not always.
That's my standpoint.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I have seen people get in a fender bender and walk away. And I've seen people get in a fender bender and they die.
Yeah.
Right? So it has to be reasons, but that's on a whole nother subject.
Yeah,
anyway,
a whole nother subject.
So let's say this. Next question. Okay. I really appreciate her. I really do. So
I'm as honest as they come. Like,
hey, girl, you and me both. How do you know? Oh, I asked you that.
What?
So what is something you never done that you always wanted to do?
I have always wanted to drive, take a road trip cross country, go to all 50 states, but not stop. I want to experience the whole state, or not the whole state, but
go to California, stay for a while, then leave. Yeah. Road trip.
I want to bungee jump, or not bungee jump, but skydive.
Skydive sound fun. I want to do that too.
I'm scared to death of heights, but
what?
I am.
We're gonna have to plan that. You gonna do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
I'll do it. I'm just saying, I'm scared of heights. So for me to want to go skydiving,
you're trying to conquer your fears.
I guess so, because push me out.
I love heights. I like jumping. We was in Orlando and we did the slingshot down at 3,000 something feet. It shoots you up.
I did that too.
Me and my brother-in-law did it back to back twice. It was amazing.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I was scared to death.
Oh my God.
So fun.
It was good. It was a good experience. What else would you like to do?
What else would I like to do?
You ever want to marry again?
I want to say no, because I just got divorced a year ago, and I'm still But honestly, yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
If I knew that that's my person. If I felt it deep down in my soul that that's my person.
Okay, so let's talk about feelings. So do you believe relationships are based upon what we feel or truth?
Both.
Which first? So do you feel that it's about what you show me that goes along with what you say?
I feel like I'm a big person to go with what my intuition tells me. And that, that's the feeling part.
Okay.
But then the truth part is I have to feel that it's true. If what you're saying and what you're doing is true. Like I have to feel that you are true, like you are being honest, and
Okay.
it comes from, I didn't used to be that way. It comes from my previous relationship. Like you can tell me all you want.
It's your
But
action.
if I can't feel that I can believe you what you're saying.
Okay,
Does
so
that make sense?
it does and it doesn't. So let me say this to you.
Complicated.
No. It's not even being complicated. I think in order to do better, we have to know better. So think about it like this, right?
Yep.
I tell you that if you go outside, you're going to get hit by a car, right? So now you're like, okay, I heard what she said,
I don't believe you.
so I'm going to go outside. Exactly. And you don't get hit by a car.
Right.
So now my words are like just whatever, right? If I said that every day, right? So now you can be like, do you just be talking? Really?
But eventually it could happen.
No, but I'm saying it never happened, right?
Right.
All right. So if I say, okay, scenario, I'm a guy, and I say, I love you, and I'm so in love with you, but I never did anything to back that up. Like I never took you anywhere, never hung out with you anywhere, never bought you anything, never came to visit you. Would you trust that I love you?
I'd probably laugh. Say no you don't.
Exactly. So my point is, we have to understand that it's about your action of what you're saying to me. Like, no matter what I feel emotionally, I'm attracted to you. We have chemistry. We have a balance there. But you never do the things that you say in the relationship.
Yes, and that is my biggest
Right.
thing.
So basically, if a guy or girl is never, a woman, never doing what they're saying, their words don't add up in action,
Right.
then your words is nothing to me.
Exactly.
Right. So it's basically what you say is, my daddy always tell me, a man is only as good as his word.
It's the freaking truth.
Right? So no matter what you say, what are you doing about it? Like every time I say, hey babe, you come in to see me, it's always excuse, right? But you care so deeply for me, you love me.
Or if you can't, like if I ask you, like if we've been talking for a while, and you keep saying, you know, that you feel the same way I do, and if I ask you to tell me what is it that you feel, yes, you feel the same way I do, but I need to know it in your words.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's easy to just say, oh, I feel like you do.
But how do I feel? Oh, you going by what I say I feel?
I need you to tell me.
Yeah. No, see, let me say this. We
And if
grown.
you can't
We're
do
grown
that.
women. We grown women. And being a grown woman, define who you are. It's just certain things. Our tolerance level is different than when we were 20. Like the stuff you used to tell me I used to fall for, it don't work no more. Let me say this. If I have to keep pushing and saying the same thing to get you to understand how I feel, no, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I was always told that if someone is feeling a mutual thing, that it lines up together, the relationship just blends
You'll
in.
know. Like you'll know.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be like I'm always calling you, I'm always texting you, I'm always hounding you down. No, if you're really feeling me,
Then match my effort.
exactly, and that's what it
Just
should
match
be.
me.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Or you
go
can.
above.
Yes, you
I
can.
mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Yes, you do. Yeah, go on. Get on up. I'm not gonna stop you, boo. Hey, because when you give a lot of yourself, you least want to know. It's like buying a house. If I know this is my investment, I can't take this house and pick it up and move it or get in and crank it up and drive it away like my car.
Right.
Then I need to know what's going on in my neighborhood. I need to know the stores. I need to know everything about buying this house because it's an investment, right? The same thing. When you give yourself to people or person, guy, girl, you want to know that we're balancing it out.
And I'm not just we're not just wasting each other's time.
Right. No. You have to eliminate all of that, right? But that's where the friendship comes in first. Let's be friends. Let's talk about things. Let's hang out. Let's get to know. Do you know my favorite color? Do you know my shoe size? What's the color of my eyes? What do I like to eat?
Everything.
This girl. Sure.
Is that the same way?
Yeah, so that's how it is, right? So you want to get what you give and give over and above. Don't just do just enough. If you can give more, you give, right?
Yeah.
Because the other person, when you love somebody, the universe is the limit. It's no what I won't do for you.
Yeah.
Right? I look at my kids. It's nothing in my possible breath that I wouldn't want to do for my kids. If they call me crying, hey, I said I could be knocked out, drool, crust in the eyes at 3:00 in the morning. But if one called me and I answer and they crying, hey, I done woke up. What's wrong? Where I need to be? Who did it? I'm on my way. Right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because love it's a drug. Girl, let me tell you, that thing is so deep. Let me tell you guys, I really enjoyed y'all watching us today. Yes. So we was having some technical difficulties going on. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to post this video. So you might not see a thumbnail and all the good stuff, the bells and whistles. So we're going to go ahead and just put this. We was trying to go live. It didn't work. So we're just going to go ahead and just post this video. So again, we're going to put her information below so you can go ahead and follow, subscribe, ring that bell, please follow her. This is Tish. Yes, and we're going to put her information in. And guys, thank you again. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all got me to 1,000K. Let's just keep it moving. I like talking to you guys. We have a lot we need to cover. And please, comment. I'm always going to tell y'all to comment, like, inbox me, whatever you need to do, and let's talk about it with Mama TWEEZY. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. And this doll face right here. Yes. Yes. Bye.
Bye.